Hey guys, Josh and Chris here from the Brothers Void with another episode of what we've been reading this week. Josh picked a book from, I believe, Boom Studios this week?
Dynamite Entertainment.
Dynamite Entertainment, and I went with the Image Comics. So we went a little indie this week, so we'll call it Indie Week. Of course, Indie Week will really be in a couple of weeks on the 30th when Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny comes out.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Dial of Destiny. Awesome. So, Josh, you want to tell everybody what you read? They can probably see it up here in the foreground.
Oh, yeah. I went old school. I went to Dynamite, and I started reading Darkwing Duck. It's been out about 5 months now. This is issue number 5, and it's written by Amanda Debert. She is doing some amazing work. I don't know if she worked on the show. I know she writes for TV, but when I picked this book up, it felt like I was watching the old Darkwing Duck cartoon I used to watch as a kid. The story is there. The characters are there. Even like in my head, I hear the voices. In this one, this issue, you get Liquidator, the water dog.
Nice.
And all I can hear in my head is that voice, and it sounds just like him. So she's done an amazing job with this book.
How's the artwork?
The artwork is beautiful. Carlo Lori is the artist. He is doing a great job on that. It looks and feels like the cartoon. It's like I was sitting down, coming home from school back in the day, watching an episode of Darkwing Duck on the Disney afternoon.
Nice.
It's just really great. And this issue brings in Dr. No Good for Fowl, F-O-W-L.
F-O-W-L.
And so you really get that connection. You've got Launchpad and Goslin, and it all just fits together so seamlessly. I'm ready because I saw a preview for a couple of issues ahead, and Gizmo Duck's going to show up.
I was just getting ready to ask if we're going to get Gizmo Duck.
They've already had Morgana in the series. She's been in a couple of issues, so I'm hoping we get the full-on Justice Ducks.
Nice. That would be cool. Yeah. That would be cool.
It's a great read.
So, Josh, is this an ongoing thing?
It is an ongoing. I'm excited. It brings me back to the days of being in school and watching those shows. And it's well done. I was worried when I heard they were bringing it back. But Disney has partnered. I'm reading this one and Gargoyles that Dynamite is doing. And it's been a great return for those characters to see them back in action.
Yeah, I read the first Gargoyles. I really enjoyed it, and it was a great continuation because it doesn't go back. It kind of picks up where Gargoyles left off, so that was really good too. Yeah. And they're doing a lot with the Disney villains too. I've seen the Maleficent book, the Scar book. I have the Scar book. I haven't had a time to sit down and read that yet, but I'm looking forward to reading it when I get a chance.
I'm getting ready to start reading Scar and Maleficent, and I'm kind of looking forward to the next one. They're doing Hades.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So that should be a great one.
Yeah, and Hades is my daughter's favorite character, one of her favorite characters. So she'll be excited about that one. And maybe they'll do a blank cover and she can draw that one.
Yes.
She loves Hades.
I'm sure they will. They did a blank for Maleficent #1 and for Scar #1. So.
Yeah, so those are really cool. Blank covers are awesome if you can get an artist to draw on them and get you some really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Yeah, so that's cool. You've got, and this was issue number 5, Josh.
Yes,
so
issue number 5.
We're pretty deep in, but not so far deep that you couldn't run to your local comic shop and pick it up.
Oh, we got a friend coming to join us.
Sorry about this, guys.
Sorry. Luke's coming to join in the show today.
All right,
say hello, Luke.
All right, we got an extra on this on the scene today. Yeah, what did you think about the comic book?
Do you like it, Luke? It was good.
It was good. Leia wants in too.
The pups are coming to see us today.
Leia, come here.
No, she won't come to you.
Of course not. All right, Luke. You want to talk about my book now? You might want to run away.
Yeah, this one's a little scary.
It's a little scary.
Go, Luke.
Yep. All right, guys. So I've been reading. Got back into reading comics about 2019 or so, right about the time the pandemic hit, and really got locked in on first his covers. Scotty Young, and first I started with just his covers, which I have an extensive collection of his covers at the house, and then I started reading some things he'd written. I've been reading Strange Academy. He does a really good job on that. Josh and I about a year ago read Twig which I really love. It's a great story. more on that not child, but I'd say fantasy level where a younger reader could read. And I just read the first part of Middle West, which is another great book, and I'm in the process of reading his Oz books as well, which they're a lot of fun to read. I don't know how much he had on the story part, but his artwork is incredible in there.
You can't forget I Hate Fairyland.
And of course, I Hate Fairyland. I own the 2 hardcover editions of the original run, and I've been picking up the new run whenever it comes out every week. It's a great story. I love it. That one's a little bit more grown up, but this one that I read this week, and I went ahead and read all 5 of them because I had them all, that came out in 2021. It was called The Me You Love in the Dark. And it is a great story. Pretty much you get the same team that you had on like Twig and on Middle West and on some of his other I Hate Fairyland. So you get the same kind of pop of color. But the thing is, this is a darker book. So even though you don't feel like it's the pop like you have in I Hate Fairyland, it still makes for some beautiful artwork. Scotty wrote this book about this young artist. Her name is Ro Meadows. Her full name is Rowena. She doesn't like to be called Rowena, so she goes by Ro Meadows. Well, she's a popular artist, and she decides she doesn't feel connected to her art anymore. So she moves out to the country and finds this old house, and turns out this house is haunted, and that's what she had heard. Well, she moves in and she spends a long time in there and thinking, well, maybe this house is not haunted. And then when you get to the end of the first book, you do find out that it is haunted. So the ghost or whatever it is that lives in the house starts talking to her. And the relationship continues throughout the rest of the books, but I'm just focusing on book 1 right now. It's a beautiful introduction, a great story. I enjoyed it. The artwork, the artistry, the artwork is done by, and I have lost his name. Give me just a second here. I had it in my head. Jorge Corona, great artist, does some great artwork, and it really kind of gives you this whole feeling like you're sitting in a haunted house, and that's what it is. So you feel like, and the way it's drawn, it's beautifully drawn. It looks like a haunted house, feels like a haunted house. The story is really immaculate, and it's got that creepy dark feel to it that you would expect from a haunted house.
So you're saying it's the terror that flaps in the night?
Yeah, it could be the terror that flaps in the night, but I think it's a little bit darker than that. I would say kids are not recommended for this story because it gets a little spicy later on in the books. And it is an Image comic. Image does not censor their books through the comic code, so if there is a curse word, then it does get mentioned, and they will say it. So I would say probably younger kids don't need to read this, but adults have at it. It's a great story. Scotty does a great job telling the story. I love collecting full sets 1 through 5. This book has been out long enough that there is a trade out for it, and Image is usually pretty good on their trades, Josh.
Yeah.
No more than like $16.95 for a trade, especially on something that's only 5 issues. So you can pick it up fairly inexpensive. I look forward to reading more of Scotty's stuff, and I was debating what I wanted to take with me this weekend. Josh, I, and Daniel, and possibly my daughter Tegan are headed to Charlotte, North Carolina this weekend to Heroes Con, and none other than Scotty Young will be at this show, and I think I'm going to take this issue and get him to sign it, because I think this will be a really cool one to have signed, and just talk to him a little bit about this story, because I'm sure he gets asked a lot about I Hate Fairyland, but this might be one that most people don't talk about.
I'm taking my Twig #1. I got to get that one signed by Scotty.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
I've got a Predator #1 that he did the cover on. I'm thinking I might take that and get him to sign it too. But speaking of Heroes Con, it's in Charlotte this weekend from Friday through Sunday, and it's gonna be massive. The sheer list of creators that are, if you're a comic book reader and you want to meet creators, writers, artists, you need to be at this show if you're anywhere near Charlotte. We're like 4 hours away, but we're getting up super early Saturday morning and road tripping. There may be some stops at some Sheets on the way to get some energy drinks to survive the trip. Coffee and snacks. But we're looking forward to it. It runs from 10 to 6 on Saturday. I know they're having a cosplay thing on Saturday. I think I'm going as Silent Bob.
Nice.
Just to hang out as Silent Bob. Meet creators, talk to them, get in their heads, see what their favorite artists, what their favorite drawings, their favorite books are. We should have a lot of great footage for you when we come back next week.
Yeah, we're going to see how many interviews we can get with the artists while we're there and just get some footage to just, if you can't be there, you can feel like you were there after watching what we videoed.
Absolutely. So that means you probably want to go ahead, if you haven't already, like and subscribe to our channel and go ahead and ring that bell notification so you don't miss any of these upcoming videos, because we got some more great stuff coming up in the near future. Josh, I think we're off until the next weekend after that, but then on June 25th,
yes,
Sunday, June 25th, we're going to be in Greenville, North Carolina. Unplugged Games is putting on Greenville Unplugged at the Greenville Convention Center. Guys, it's only $5 to get into that show, which is great. There's tons of great vendors going to be there. They're going to have tables set up. You can bring your own board games, sit around and play. We're excited to be part of that. A lot of great vendors. We're going to be there with all of our stuff.
Yeah. There's going to be a really cute vendor there with some earrings.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, whatever.
That would be my wife, Jenny's Design. She's going to be selling her pop culture earrings while we're there, too.
Yeah, come check those out. And some more of our friends are going to be there. The Casual Nerd's going to be there. I know East Carolina Carolina Elite Collectibles will be there. I believe our good friend Forever Young, Donnie Young Collectibles, is going to be there. He has tons of great cars and pop figures and things like that. So we're looking forward to that. It's a Sunday. It's from 10 to 5. You got nothing to do, come down to the Greenville Convention Center. If you do have something to do, cancel your plans and come to the Greenville Convention Center.
Come play board games.
Come hang out and talk comic books with us. As you can see, I'm wearing the new Flash shirt with the Batman logo in the background here. We will have seen the movie by then, so come talk to us about it.
I think I'm going tomorrow. I will be there tomorrow afternoon ready to see it.
Yeah, as we film this, today is Wednesday. I probably will be going Friday. I have a regular 9 to 5 job. Josh just got finished with school.
I'm out of school. It's summertime.
Yeah. I get off in a couple of weeks for a whole week, so it's all good. But I'll probably go Friday. So we will have our out of the theater shorts coming in. Josh will probably film one real quick when he comes out of the theater. No spoilers allowed.
No spoilers, but I will let you know what I think once I'm done watching.
Absolutely, and I will do the same. Sorry, I just got attacked by a Superman bank. But yeah, so that's what we've got going coming up in the future here in the next couple of weeks. We got some more amazing dates coming up. We're going to go on vacation in 1st of July. We're going to be visiting some comic shops. I think we're going to go to Greenville, South Carolina, check out some shops down there. I know there's a giant flea market that we're close to. We're going to go check that out. If they got any comics, we'll make sure we film that and get them on film as well. And that is all until we pick up. And we didn't have much to pick up this week, so we'll probably be showing you some of the books that we picked up this week next week. And if you see something that you want us to talk about, leave a comment down below. Let us know, hey, you'd like to hear about this book and if it's worth picking up. And make sure, again, if you haven't already, go subscribe, hit that like button, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video.
Yep.
And until the next video, we will see you at the shop.
Say bye, Luke. Bye.